Very cool.
Let's just get to it.
Willies.
Yeah, welcome back. What's going on? Loba phone up there. Welcome to the post-interview review process panel. My name, of course, is Sam. I'm a regional Sam manager here at Sam and Tom. It's a real honour to have you all here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm about to introduce our panel of very exciting special guests, and hopefully I gather from my girlfriend sending me signals from the corner of the room that you can now hear them, so the Zoom problem has been fixed. So I'm excited to announce that we will be having the debut of Tom's joke that he attempted during the pre-show, which failed badly because I had not added his audio channel. It really sucked, and I could sense you couldn't hear it, but there was genuine anger there. So maybe I'll go ahead and introduce him. I'm not really sure what this kind of is. I didn't want to call it a Q&A just in case there were no Qs. I felt that was arrogant to assume that anybody had any sort of input or curiosity about what had just happened. But if there are Qs, give them to me in the chat. I'll see them out. I'll read them out. Otherwise, it'll just be four mates riffing, keeping it real, keeping it live, and of course, going over the post-interview review process. Seeing how you guys have done as a group, if you've passed the mustered up to task, and got the role, basically. So, without further ado, let's introduce our panel, and of course, first off, if I've got my hotkeys right, we've got Tom. Tom, do you want to try your joke?
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks. Well, as you know, it's all on the way up at Sam and Tom. Fuck, we started. Sorry, I've got to... It was worth the wait, wasn't it?
You should, hold on, we had a whole bit. So, Tom, who are you on the phone to? We're supposed to be live.
I'll call you back. I think just a buyer.
For what?
For this, just because in case it's not too late to put it on Netflix, they could offer us quite a bit more than YouTube. It doesn't work. It works for before the show.
We better take it down. Yeah. It's not so good now that it's kind of.
Hang on. Do you want to hang on? Do it again. I've got another one.
I've got to introduce the rest of our
webcam comes up, and then I go.
Hold on.
Yeah, sorry, I'm really sorry. I don't know how the shot of the man on the toilet got in there. I'm really sorry. I'm on the phone to YouTube. Sorry, I don't know what happened.
Very good. Well worth the wait. So if you liked that, claps in the chat, or however you like to celebrate, you can celebrate Tom's joke there. Thanks for following, Harry Hardy. Very kind of you. Okay, let's introduce some more panel members. And I guess we should go now to the director extraordinaire himself. He is chief weirdo at weirdoscomedy.com. He is head of jokes at adamlarterjokes.org. He maintains a blog post in which he gives you all of his spicy views on everything from the current pandemic to women. It's Adam Larter.
Hi, Sam and Tom.
Hello, Adam Larter.
That isn't true in the intro.
None of that is true. That is all a lie.
Yeah. Don't even have weirdoscomedy.com anymore.
You should probably get that.
Yeah.
Get it sorted. Dream big.
Yeah.
You could, you could take off one day, go viral on the internet with a tweet.
Yeah.
Okay, and
I did.
Did you?
Well, I didn't take off. I went viral once.
What for?
It was that joke about like the person on a unicycle or something.
Yeah. It wasn't very rewarding.
That was funny. That's
yeah.
great.
It was a hollow experience though.
Sure. I hear fame is. And obviously, because we're just doing this on Zoom, we have got one further person just politely remaining silent and not talking. It is the person who shot the whole thing by himself, mic'd it up. He's been with us from the very beginning. He is a bandmate of mine. We often like to noodle together. he's a great collaborator. He's filmed loads of our stuff, and he edited it together. He cut together all of his stuff and made it way better, I think, than just a static wide-angle comedy shot, which is what apparently broadcasters like. It's Anirudh Oja. What's up, dog?
Well, howdy. Thank you so much. Thank you kindly for such a heartwarming introduction. I do declare I'm most humbled by this introduction. I'm very honored to be here today. A quick howdy for all the folks in the chat. A howdy for the Lord. A howdy for the Lord above.
Amen.
Big howdy for the Lord.
Yeah.
Well,
thanks, Lord. Up there.
Yeah, I will constantly be looking up because I'm dual monitoring and all the questions are above me. So that I'm not disengaged. I'm very engaged. I'm looking at you all. I'm smiling. But it does look like I'm not paying attention, but I am. Okay, so we've got some questions coming in. Jill Parvis has asked, question: did you get a big rush each time you invited the audience to heckle? And I guess that's a question for me.
Well, I'm happy to answer it as well. But
you go ahead.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Okay, next one.
Well, I will just say, I increasingly didn't look forward to it. I think when we first started it, it was a funny idea that I thought was interesting. But as the run progressed, I think what we ended up learning was that actually there were a sort of a scenario of about 4 to 5 key complaints that people often had with me as a human being.
Yeah.
There was often the sweat came up. I have forgotten over the pandemic that I do get so nervous when I perform that I do just sweat buckets. So being a sweaty man was one. Every time I wore that green shirt, I would get insulted on it.
There were other shirts as well, I think, weren't there? But
they got insulted. Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
I've got a sort of a penchant for like beige fishing shirts, and people would often say that it just sort of blended seamlessly with my skin. I looked like I was just wearing a skin suit with my face.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, I can't remember many more of the heckles, but
they got more weirdly that they got more savage each date in Edinburgh, didn't they? It was like there was sort of some sort of memory left within the room that people just sort of knew, oh, this is what we should focus in on. It just sunk in, some kind of energy.
Well, I think also because a lot of comedians and like fellow performers were coming to the show, it was just fringe fatigue setting in, and there was a genuine bite creeping in.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
genuine hate. We only did half a run as well. Imagine if we'd done the whole hog, it would have destroyed me.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I think that probably helped keep it. It probably helped keep the audience numbers up if they were all spread over 30 days instead.
It's true. Okay, so we got a question coming from Diamond Geezer, and he wants to know why Alan, which is Adam Larter, for those of you not in the parlance of the group, why Alan is wearing Turleygod's hair. So that would be Tom Tuck's hair.
I was gifted this wig by Joz, and I was just jealous of Anirudh's hat, really. So I just went and grabbed it from the cupboard. It was the nearest thing.
That's great. And another very niche question that only really applies to people who are aware of our entire social group and context. Adam, why are you cosplaying as Tom's girlfriend? For chat members who aren't aware, I'll just quickly fill in and say Tom's girlfriend is Ginger.
Yeah, bit weird given the nature of my previous answer.
Question coming from Tom Tuck. Why are Tom's better than Sam's?
Yeah.
Maybe this is one for Tom to field.
I have to say, going off childhood experience, Adam, stop laughing about it. Stop laughing. Going off my childhood memories of going to school with a lot of Toms and a few Sams, I would have to say, on average, the Sams were probably better, actually.
At school?
I went to school with quite a lot of Toms that were lacking, to put it kindly.
That is strange how when you're at that age you compare yourself to people of your namesake. I think I was spoiled.
Well,
because...
yeah, I mean, I was thinking these people. I mean, is this what I have to live up to? Because, well, maybe I'm what they have to live up to, and that's the tall order.
What
I
do you
don't know.
think?
There are a few good Sams, but I don't know. I think there's like maybe a handful of good Sams out there, but I feel like there's like quite a lot of decent Toms, if that makes any sense.
Tom must be a more common name.
Well, I never knew another Sam. The first Sam I ever met was at university, so I actually grew up in quite a big bubble where I really felt special for quite a long time, and I think that really shows my attitudes.
What was it like meeting your first Sam, your first other Sam? What was it like?
Honestly, it was soul crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was quite a good Sam.
Oh, really? That's quite tough. Yeah.
I got to
Why
say,
didn't you start a comedy club with all of the other Sams?
I don't think
Samfoolery. That would be good.
Samfoolery, yeah.
Samfoolery. Sambivalence.
That's pretty good.
That's good, actually. Yeah.
I don't know if there are any other Sams. Dutton.
Yeah. Simmons.
And Simmons.
Yep.
Nick Oresti, Dutton, Simmons.
It caters to a very specific type of humour.
People who know all three of those people and want to go watch them.
Yeah.
Okay. You get Samantha Bean, go international.
We got a question. Why isn't Sam wearing his shirt? Well, I'll actually, but a little bit of BTS behind the scenes. I considered wearing that shirt today, but it's also the first second rays of spring, and it was a warm day, and I was off to the park to enjoy the budding of whatever the plants are that come up at the start of spring, hydrangeas or whatnot, and I put the shirt on because it's a very springy shirt, but I also wear a green jacket, and the green on green looked bad, so I took it off and I put on a nice, this is quite a nice office wear, and it's got a little treat in the pocket. F.
Very nice.
I hope that answers your question.
Treat in your pocket for later. Very nice.
Treat in your pocket for later.
A cursive F there.
It is a cursive F. I assume it stands for Freddy. I don't know why, but I've always thought that. What shirts are we all wearing today?
I've got my.
I'm genuinely wearing the same shirt from the video.
Oh, that's nice. Sorry. Do you have the same number of ties? Just a quick follow-up question on that, Tom.
I think I don't have the full 11. I've got most of the ones that I wore. As you can see, I've got the props all behind me, all the dressing. Next to me here, I've got my box, which has all the clipboards in it as well. So I'm very much surrounded by interview.
So you could go and do the show anytime you want. You've got all the...
I could, anytime I wanted, but as it is, all of this stuff has been in that cupboard since the video we all just watched was shot. It's very sad.
That's quite sad.
Yeah.
Little bit of jeopardy to add to the evening's entertainment. We're running out of time on the Zoom meeting.
The 10-minute warning has just come in.
We've got 10 minutes unless we want to upgrade.
Why didn't we use that?
Yeah, Adam does have Pro, but it's cool. So we've got a good question from Charlie Miller. How many Wonka references were there in the show, and were there any more that ended up getting cut?
We did cut one. I remember the very first preview that the Wonka references were even more explicit, if memory serves.
We've done a lot of Wonka reference humour throughout our careers, probably quite wrongly. It's probably limited us.
I wouldn't be surprised if the boat ride had come up at some point during a preview. What was in there? So Shines a Good Deed in a Weary World is like the big one, I think,
Good
isn't
day,
it?
Good day, sir. Yeah.
Good day, sir.
You're right.
The ending, yeah.
The whole ending
we
was
wrote
basically...
out the bit with Slugworth in the middle, didn't we?
There was a Slugworth character. The idea, I think, nephew was supposed to be Slugworth originally, but it was too hard to convey that to a random audience member. Yeah,
a
I
lot
think
of a
it came
burden to
about
put on them.
from just not knowing how to write an emotionally satisfying ending, and so kind of default into reference humor.
There
Is
were
that fair?
too many endings. I mean, even in the final version, there are a lot of sort of endings.
I think our problem is usually writing too many intros. So obviously
write a lot of
we managed to
intros,
get
yeah.
that down to some extent, but dropped the ball at the other end. And even then, we still had too many intros. We had
Yeah.
what, 2, 3?
And
this show.
for the live streaming of it, then additional intros added.
And
Like, to the
outros.
video, and
I
as a
think that's-
separate.
I'm sorry.
I see the criticism.
The live stream was only half an intro. You could not hear me. That doesn't count.
I see the criticism here, but I like to think about it as a sort of lasagna style writing sort of technique. Just several intros, just sort of almost insinuates that there are several layers here. Several
I think
layers.
this is
like
something
a
Dan
lasagna.
Harmon does. Yeah.
Yeah,
The story
it's
cycle
like
you're
a
talking
Dante's
about.
Inferno situation. You know?
Yeah.
The story lasagna from Community. Yeah.
Oh, you got to pile it on. Yeah, you got to have cheese, meat, sauce, cheese.
I'm the bechamel of the act.
Bechamel.
Yeah.
You're
Fuck
still
yeah.
vegetarian.
Yeah, but you can have veg lasagnas. I've had
You can.
loads.
You absolutely can.
I'd be interested to know if this post-interview review process panel passes the bechamel test.
Oh no. 4 guys in a virtual room talking about bechamel.
Yeah,
It's not right, is it?
kind of sucks.
Especially in 2021. That's kind of
Yeah, but
fucked
to be
fair,
fair, we made this in 2018, so
nah, it's
I
not
Is
good
this
enough.
why
Probably
I'm stressed as my girlfriend? Is that why this is?
so yeah. I got a question for Aniru, baby, coming in.
Howdy.
Question for the AV department. What was your focus for this piece? And that is from Benjula, 2015, presumably someone who was born in 2015 and is now 6 years old.
Very
wants to
articulate.
know-
Well done.
Mr. Jula, first name Ben. Thank you for the question. My focus for this particular piece was really trying to get, if I'm being perfectly honest, it was the facial expressions on both the performers. Trying to get Sam's face, trying to get Tom's face, trying to capture them inside my little box. Just because I wanted to share that with the world. That's what I think is most fascinating about these 2 little boys here.
Thanks, baby. That's a kind thing to say. Tom, have you
I
got
want to
any?
put you in a box. I want to take you and put you in a box. Thank you.
Listen, I love putting you guys in boxes. There was a mad scramble at about 20 to 9 to fucking crop you all into these stupid boxes I made for you. But now you're all in there. What joy. Okay, we've probably got time for 2 more questions, and I'm sorry, there's loads, and I'm just not scrolling fast enough. Has the pandemic brought out more ideas for future Sam and Tom shows? No. Well, In the Garden. You could check out In the Garden.
Oh yeah, in the garden. So it's brought out one, and
Not really an idea.
otherwise we're just continuing to go. We should do that idea we talked about. Basically, we had a period of a year or 2 where we came up with quite a few ideas at once, and then sort of went, which of these shall we do first? And we got through 2, and then there was a pandemic.
Yeah, it's an interesting. I think loads of people have adapted really well to the online kind of post-COVID world. I've personally found it a little bit confusing. I've only recently, last month, managed to afford a decent enough internet to stream. I don't know. Adam, you do a lot of live shows. How do you feel about it all? You feeling positive about COVID?
Hang on. I'm not going to answer, am I feeling positive about COVID? But yeah, I think online comedy can be good. Yeah, I mean, the weirdo shows have been really fun. I think probably can say here that, by the way, that I didn't get an email through asking for a video acceptance, so we haven't won that award, but that was fun nonetheless.
For Leicester. Yeah, we did recently get nominated for an award. I think it's really good, and I love gigging from home. I sweat a lot less. There's less pressure. I get to actually put effort into the things that I make. But I don't really make that much stuff. And it's people keep asking you what you want to promote. Which is actually coming about to that time because we've only got 2 minutes until the Zoom call dies.
Yeah, we've got three and a half minutes.
So, and I'm absolutely busting for a wee over here. I've had 3 Grolsches. So let's go left to right. Who wants to plug some stuff? And, you know, if they want to say anything profound, now's the time. So let's go to Adam Larter, director of the show, maestro himself.
Oh, I've got nothing to plug, no.
You've got nothing. Anything to say?
It's quite nice watching this show again. It's quite funny. It's good. Be nice to see stuff. Happy birthday to Tom Tuck for tomorrow.
Oh, happy
I'm
birthday,
sorry,
Tom
I've got
Tuck.
his link. Yeah.
Cool. I've got tomorrow at 4 p.m. me and Andy Barr over on Andy Barr Comedy at twitch.com at Twitch whatever. Andy doing Coin Stream, which is where we talk about currency, crypto, and physical, and we go over our coin collections and just have a good chat. So tune in for that. And that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I had a good fun, I had a good laugh, and it's nice to see this thing up and out there in the world. Thomas.
Yes, I'd like to second that. Thank you all so much for watching. It's really fun watching this through again in this weird world. Please check out Peter Fleming on Twitter at Peter Fleming TV. He's got 1 series of a podcast out, Into the Archives with Peter Fleming. I have started work today on series 2, and you can see a video that Sam has worked on and our friend Lise Richardson has worked on, which is an Oliver Postgate spoof. It's been doing the rounds on Facebook and Twitter. You can find it on Peter Fleming's Facebook and Twitter. If you want a further endorsement, here's a Leicester Comedy Festival award that I...
Oh, fuck that. Anyone
that I
can
won
get.
When did you win that?
Sorry, just wanted to... Oh, sorry. Sorry, have you got anything to... Anirudh, have you got anything to plug, mate?
Yes, I do. I would like to plug... I'd like to plug Jake and Amir real quick. They're my favorite comedy duo. They're really funny. On YouTube, really good stuff. College humor.
How do we cancel this stuff?
Yeah, good stuff.
Well, what's been going? I've not spoken to you in a couple of weeks now. You've been busy kind of working and stuff. Do you want to plug your work?
Oh yeah, if you learned how to do coding.
Oh yeah, I learned how to code. I did Hello World. So if you're doing coding, you know what that's up, but how tough that is. So yeah, man. I'll make you a website.
Cool.
I'll make you a freaking website. Email me.
2 numbers. How hard can it be? Honestly. You got your zeros, you got your ones, you smush them together.
Less than a minute, just so you know.
Terrifying. Well, I guess these guys are about to go. I would stay, but I'm absolutely busted for a whiz. I'm going to put on the outros scene, which had this. I spent like a day yesterday when I should have really been working, making a song that is pretty rudimentary, but a good bit of laugh. I might put it out on my Bandcamp, and then I might even tell you where my Bandcamp is. Yep, they've gone. So that's it. That's the end. So that's nice. Any further? I'll just check with the comments, see if anything good has happened. Yeah, great. Okay, cool. Well, all right. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching the show. It was real nice to have this experience with you. I've had loads of fun. Great Saturday night. We had some pizzas delivered earlier that were supposed to be 10 inches, but they came as 15. So we're absolutely buzzing over here. 3 Grolsches, having a nice life. And subscribe to my Twitch if you like, because I'm going to start now. I've got good internet, and you can see the proof's in the bloody pudding here. I'll probably do some more streams, have a bit of a muck around. So yeah, thanks for coming, and have a good night. Get home safe, and when this song starts, it's going to start kind of aggressively because it just loops, so it'll be a bit horrid, but it's quite nice. All right, thank you, and oh shit, I forgot to do a joke, and and you're hired. So that's nice. All right. Bye. Oh, it's broken. Oh, no, it broke.